Bismillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah. So we're still discussing the tongue articulation point. And last video we said that we divide the tongue into the back of the tongue, the middle of the tongue, and then the tip of the tongue. Okay, so from the back of the tongue, qaf and kaf come out. And then from the middle of the tongue, we have jim, sheen, and ya. Okay, and then from the tip of the tongue we have so many letters, and there is one letter that is harf al-dad, which is problematic for all Arabs and non-Arabs equal. And harf al-dad we use both the tip of the tongue as well as the sides of the tongue. Okay, both the tip of the tongue as well as the sides, but we focus more on the sides. So if we go to Shaykh Ayman Suwayyid's book over here, as you can see, this is harf al-dad. So the tongue, I hold all the tongue up, we hold it up like this, because it has the characteristic of itbaq. So there are 4 letters, sad, dad, ta, and dha. These 4 letters have the characteristic of itbaq. Now itbaq is when I hold my tongue, all of my tongue up close to the roof of the mouth. When I hold all of my tongue up close to the roof of the mouth, we call this itbaq. Now, in our daily speech, Arabs and non-Arabs equal. We're not used to holding our tongue up like that. So it's difficult for all of us. What we have to do, we have to keep practicing it. It's going to be difficult in the beginning. It's kind of like when you go to the gym for the first time and then your muscles are so weak. With time, when you work out day in and day out, your muscles become strong. So this muscle of the tongue also becomes strong with time, and then you'll be able to hold your tongue like that. So for harf al-dad, as you can see in this, over here in this, over in this thing, he's showing you where your tongue should go up. And in the next page, it's even better. So over here, Shaykh Ayman Suwayyid is trying to show us that all of the tongue goes up. It goes up here, and then this yellow part touches here. This is where we touch. The yellow part only touches. And then the green part is where we press. We have to press over here. Now, a common mistake a lot of people make is that they press over here. They press, the yellow presses here. They press with the tip of the tongue. If you press with the tip of the tongue, you will end up having dal, ad, like the English D. Okay, ad. We don't want to do that. We don't want to press here. We want dad. So we want to focus on the sides. We want to focus here on the sides, here. So here we have to press, and we go like ad, da, okay, ad, da. And I think I said in the last videos that when we practice a new letter, what we have to do is that we have to put like fatha, we put a hamza with a fatha on it, and then this letter, whatever letter we're practicing, and put sukoon on it. Ad. Okay, and then we go to da, di, du. Okay. Okay, if I go back here to my cursive, so now we want to discuss the letters that come out from here, from the tip of the tongue, and they are so many, like I said. And the first letter Shaykh Ayman Suwayyid mentions here is harf al-lam. As you can see with lam, the tip of the tongue goes up and touches here, touches the gums, over here, this part, and you go like al, okay? La, li, lu, al. So over here, the tip of the tongue goes up here. Okay? Now, harf al-lam is always light in the Quran, but there are cases when it's heavy. So over here, he's showing us this is a heavy lam and this is a light lam. So let's discuss that. When do we make lam heavy and when do we make it light? So lam, like I said, is always light except in the word Allah and Allahumma. In both Allah and Allahumma, it can either be light or heavy. Light as in Bismillahi. We never say Bismillahi, right? We always say Bismillahi. A'udhu billahi min ash-shaytan ar-rajim. We don't say A'udhu billahi. We say Billahi, correct? So this is a light Allah. Now a heavy Allah is like إذا جاء نصر الله. Allah, we don't say Nasrullahi. Nasrullahi, correct? So how do I determine? I'm reading my Quran, I see Allah or Allahumma. How do I know whether this is light or heavy? Now for Allahumma, the same goes for Allahumma. قُلِ اللَّهُمَّ versus قال عيسى بن مريم اللهم. Okay, so how do I determine? I have to look at the letter that comes before it. If before there's fatha or dhamma, it's going to be heavy. Okay, it's going to be heavy. Let me erase Allahumma. Alright. So before Allah, there is a kasra. Then it becomes light. Alright? So if before Allah there is a fatha or the dhamma, like if the letter here, the letter before it has fatha or dhamma, it's going to be heavy, it's going to be tafkhim, mufakham. If before it there's a kasra, it's going to be light, okay? So if we take a'udhu billahi as an example, the isti'adha, a'udhu billahi min ash-shaytan ar-rajim, a'udhu billahi. The reason why we say billahi and not billahi is because there is kasra over here. The ba has a kasra. Okay, so this is going to be heavy. Okay. If we take Bismillah as an example, same goes here. Bismillah. Before Allah, there is kasra, so I don't say Bismillah. No, I say Bismillah. Again, sorry, this is I actually wrote heavy here. Wow. Okay, I mean light. I'm sorry. Here, this is light. Bismillah versus Allah. We don't say Billah, A'udhu Billah, right? We don't say Bismillah. We say Bismillah. So this is also light. Okay, I should erase it properly. Yep, erased. Yep. Okay. Now compare this with in Surah Al-Nasr. إذا جاء نصر الله. So نصر الله. So we say Allah. We don't say Allah because before there's a dhamma. So it's going to be heavy. We don't say Nasrullahi. Right? So again, if I see Allah, if I'm reading my Quran, I see Allah, you have to look at the letter before it. If before it there is fatha or dhamma, it's going to be heavy. If before Allah I see a kasra, it's going to be light. Okay, now think about it this way. Fatha and dhamma is on top. It's a haraka on top. Think about it this way. Top is strong. Down is weak, okay? I'm down, I'm weak, you know, I'm under, I'm weak, right? Top is strong, under is weak. So top is strong, that's heavy, heavy is strong, and weak is light. All right? Now here Shaykh Ayman Suwayyid, what he's trying to show us here in his book is how to make alam heavy, okay? And we will discuss this a lot in the future. So the way we make any letter heavy is not by using the lips. That's a common mistake. I've seen it with so many people from so many different countries, including Arabs. Number one, Arabs, sadly. So the way you make a letter heavy is by concaving the tongue. You see this thing here? That's something we did in science. They taught us that this is concave and this is convex. Or like with the lens, you know, I think they taught us this when we're doing like the eye lens or something. So this is convex and this is concave, you know. So if it goes down like this, it's concave. If it goes up, it's like a hill. If it's up like a hill, it's concave, all right? If it's down like a valley, it's, sorry, this one is convex and this one is concave, if it's going down like a valley like this. So basically what happens here is that the sound gets stuck in the middle. The sound gets stuck here. The sound cannot leave the mouth easily. If the tongue is concaved like this, the sound will not be able to leave the mouth easily. It gets stuck here, and hence you have this sound like sa, ba, ha, sa. In this case here with lam fakhama, la. You see? Allah. You see? Alright, versus any light letter, fa, ta, ka, tha, the sound leaves the mouth very easily because we do not concave our tongue with heavy letters. I will stop here, inshallah, and then I will continue next class with all the other tongue letters. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.